Okay. Today we are going to discuss from what is aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is the respiration that takes place with oxygen usage. Okay. It is the respiration, remember, it is the respiration, okay, that gets the contribution of mitochondria. Okay, contribution of mitochondria is only for aerobic respiration. Mark this point there. Okay, contribution of mitochondria is only for aerobic respiration. Are you clear? Okay. Aerobic respiration, when you consider, for aerobic respiration, there is a word equation, there is a chemical equation. Okay, the equation we write for aerobic respiration is opposite of photosynthesis reaction. Okay, in photosynthesis reaction we will write carbon dioxide plus water, glucose plus oxygen. Here the opposite, glucose plus oxygen produce carbon dioxide and water. Straight opposite of the photosynthetic reaction. Understood? Straight opposite of the photosynthetic reaction. And that is the word equation. When you go for the chemical equation, C6H12O6 solid plus 6O2 gas, arrow 6 CO2 gas plus 6 H2O liquid. If you complete in this manner only, it will be chemical equation. So under word equation, you complete the word equation. Under chemical equation, you complete the chemical equation and tell me a done mark after completing it. Okay, completed. Okay. And thereafter, we speak about anaerobic respiration. This respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. Okay? In the lower level of oxygen. In human body, in fast activities, say you are running very fast, in such a fast activity, an anaerobic condition will be created in our muscles. In that time, in the muscles, anaerobic respiration will be taking place. Same anaerobic respiration can take place in yeast cells, fungus. Same anaerobic respiration can take place in the roots of plants living in the muddy lands. So in all these places, one is common: oxygen scarcity, low amount of oxygen. So otherwise zero level oxygen. No way to perform aerobic respiration. In such a situation, anaerobic respiration takes place. According to the product made during the anaerobic respiration, we divide the anaerobic respiration into two types. Number one, alcohol fermentation. That means in that anaerobic respiration, alcohol is produced. Another one, lactic acid fermentation. That means in that anaerobic respiration, lactic acid is generated, produced. When you look alcohol fermentation, okay, in alcohol fermentations, equation only in your syllabus, that means word equation only in your syllabus. During alcohol fermentation, glucose is converted to ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. This is one type of anaerobic respiration. You can observe this type of anaerobic respiration in yeast cells as well in plants. Okay. In the other hand, the lactic acid fermentation. The lactic acid fermentation, when you consider, right, glucose is converted to lactic acid. Glucose is converted to lactic acid. This is in the muscles of animals. This is in the muscles of animals. This particular anaerobic respiration take place. Are you clear? Are you clear? Good. In the tube, I have placed the heading alcohol fermentation. I have left space for you to write this reaction. Am I right? Can you notice there is a space provided to you to write this reaction? Then write the reaction. Same way, lactic acid fermentation, write the reaction. After completing the reactions, tell me. So, regarding anaerobic respiration, there are certain points you want to know. One, it is anaerobic respiration produces less energy than aerobic respiration. If you compare the amount of energy given to you by aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration, certainly aerobic respiration will give you more energy. Okay? It is because aerobic respiration is a complete oxidation. It's a complete oxidation, but anaerobic respiration is a partial oxidation. Okay, the food is oxidized here. Okay, oxidized to lactic acid. Okay, if it is full oxidation only, full energy will come. Because it is a partial oxidation, only one part of the energy only coming. This is one past paper point to you. Why anaerobic respiration produces less energy? Because during anaerobic respiration, it takes place partial oxidation. Okay, that is one thing you want to know. Another thing it is, okay, in sports, okay, in sports activities, you would have seen, okay, the people who are running faster getting cramps, okay, individuals develop cramps due to the creation of lactic acid, because lactic acid is formed in their muscles. The muscle is becoming tougher, unable to move. The person is getting a cramp. Understood? Are you clear? Right. So check your tube. If any one of these points is marked at you, you don't need to mark it again. If any one of these point is not marked in your tube, you can take that point to your tutorial. If already marked, you don't need to mark it. Put me a done mark after getting the points and completing it. Put me a done mark. Good. So getting back to the tube here, in this tube, certain points are written to you. One point it is aerobic respiration produces more ATP molecules than anaerobic respiration. It is the one in normal word I told you, it produces more energy. Okay, ATP is an energy storing molecule. It's an energy storing molecule. If more energy comes, more ATP are needed to store it. If less energy comes, less ATP are used to store it. It's almost like a battery. Okay, a battery stores energy that way. I already pointed you, aerobic respiration takes place in with the contribution of mitochondria. Okay, mitochondria only contributes to aerobic respiration. Okay, then anaerobic respiration, it doesn't have the contribution of mitochondria. Then it takes place in the cytoplasm, completely cytoplasm. Okay, it doesn't have any contribution of mitochondria. It completely takes place in the cytoplasm. But aerobic respirations, major activities are in the mitochondria, though a small portion takes place in the cytoplasm. Okay, mitochondria involves mean that is only to aerobic respiration, not to anaerobic respiration. Are you clear? Are you clear? Good. Now, this is the expansion for ATP, adenosine triphosphate, an energy storing molecule. It is described by the biological world by the name universal energy currency. Okay, universal energy currency. Okay, it gives energy, it gets energy. Okay, it gets energy in places the energy is needed, it gives energy. Okay, it is working as an energy carrier. Okay, you know that one. Currency also does that one. Okay, currency also does that one. Okay, your wealth is stored in the currency. When you want to release your wealth, you are releasing your currency. You can carry your currency, money. Okay, remember, one glucose molecule in aerobic respiration produces 32 ATP. That means the energy released by it is enough to store in 32 ATPs. One glucose molecule, okay, during anaerobic respiration makes only 2 ATP. That means the energy it stores it releases is enough to store in 2 ATPs. So the upper one is for aerobic respiration. Okay, the bottom one is for anaerobic respiration. This is for aerobic respiration. The bottom one is for anaerobic respiration. Right. So you can mark those details, and this is to tell you aerobic respiration produces more energy, so stored in more ATP molecules. Anaerobic respiration produces less energy, so stored in few number of ATP molecules. Complete it, put me a done mark, we will move to the next. Good, good, good. Now coming to the next heading, diseases associated with respiratory system. Though your syllabus book has written so many details regarding these diseases, once you go for the past paper, the questions asked are, there's no questions there. Almost no questions there on these diseases. Okay, if you look for the past paper, is there any question based on common cold, asking about common cold symptoms, etc., mean no. But okay, for the fate of the syllabus, we are teaching it, you are learning it. Okay, but contribution in the exams is very low for these diseases story. Okay, this is our problem. This is the problem of our syllabus system. Okay, they can give only what we won't know. Okay, they can just avoid what we don't want to know. Anyway, once you go to the common cold, everyone know common cold. All of us are getting common cold. Okay, common cold is a viral disease. Okay, when you get cold, you will get these symptoms. Headache will come frequently. You will be sneezing. Nose will be a running nose. There can be cough. All these things will be there. You children know that one. A virus is a virus one. Because it is virus, there's no medical treatment. There's no medical treatment. Okay? That means you can't kill the virus. You can't kill the virus. Right? The virus will be automatically, by the body's immune system, will be killed. After around 5 to 7 days, it will be automatically cured. But in between that time, in those 7 days, because of this headache, because of this sneezing, running nose, we are facing so many discomforts there. To reduce the discomforts, you can go to a doctor. Doctor will give you medicine to reduce your running nose, to reduce your cough, to reduce your headache, to reduce your sneezing, but he cannot give a medicine to kill the virus. Okay? After some time it will automatically get cured. If you are in a place where there is misty, dusty places, in those places the virus can well grow. So a person living in a dusty environment, a misty environment, has a greater chance of getting common cold. This is one idea that's regarding the common cold. Completing common cold, we are coming to pneumonia. Pneumonia is one of a disease, a very dangerous disease also one side. Certain pneumonias are very dangerous. Certain pneumonias will just come and go. Okay? Certain pneumonia are very dangerous and certain pneumonia will just come and go. Right? So, if you get to know someone has got pneumonia, first of all, you have to find the risk level of that pneumonia. Some pneumonia are caused by bacteria. Some pneumonia are caused by virus. Certain pneumonia will put the person to coma and kill him. Okay? Normally people call pneumonia by the name Janni. Okay? I think in Sinhala also it is called Janni. Here, the virus or bacteria is infecting the lungs. In the lungs, fluid getting accumulated. Inside the lungs, liquid gets filled. Think of a person who is drowned in the water. His lungs are also filled with water. When water fills his lungs, can he be able to survive? Can he be able to survive? No. The same situation is created when pneumonia occurs. So coming out of pneumonia is a life challenge for so many people. So many people live in ICU. So many people pass away, okay, by this pneumonia. So it's what are the symptoms of pneumonia? Long-term cold and cough. This is the main symptom. There can be external other symptoms there. Okay. And next it is asthma. Now, first two diseases are caused by microorganisms. Asthma is not caused by microorganisms. It is a genetical disease. Okay. If any one of you have asthma, you can personally share it with me. And I need certain ideas regarding it. Is there anyone who has asthma among you? I will not mention the person's name. If you are interested, you can share that idea. If you have asthma. Dihal, I'm asking who, and is there anyone who, it's not a big thing. Asthma is a genetical one. Asthma is a genetical one. Okay? The only question it comes it is, if you have asthma, I will ask, is any one of your parents have asthma? Okay? Is any one of your parents have asthma? You have asthma, okay. Your father or mother, do anyone have asthma? Okay, it's a genetical one. Okay, it is transformed from your parents. Yeah, that is enough. It's not need to be direct to your father, direct to your mother. Your grandparents would have it. Okay, your grandparent would have it. Okay, then it comes to you. Okay, your parents, siblings have it, mean they have got it from their parents. So that now the next generation is your grandparents. You have to check out the grandparents whether they have asthma. So genetical one, my children. The point it is, when these asthma people inhale dust, pollen, sawdust, fur, smoke like something. Okay, that is not asthma, Baba. Until 10-year, one person having asthma, then relieving is not there. That is wheezing. Wheezing only will be sold in that manner, not the asthma. Okay, the severe, that is asthma's cousin sister is wheezing. Okay, wheezing will lead to asthma in some people. Okay, so dust-like things, when they inhale, their lungs are becoming, their bronchioles are becoming inflamed. Okay, their bronchioles are becoming inflamed. You might ask, sir, what is this word called inflamed? Okay, you might ask that one. What is this one called inflamed? I will show you what is actually called inflamed. Okay. Here, this is the difference, Putta. Look at this diagram. The left side diagram, okay, here there are 3 diagrams there. In this diagram, through this only, air is passing. This is the wall of the bronchiole. You can see during asthma, the wall of the bronchiole is becoming thicker and the passage for the air is becoming narrower. Can you feel that one? Okay, it is more and more becoming smaller space. Because the space is smaller, air cannot easily pass through. Air cannot easily pass through. So the lungs are not getting enough air. Because the lungs are not getting enough air, breathing difficulties come in them. Okay, asthma people, you would have seen taking inhalers. Am I right? Asthma people, okay, are taking inhalers. What does this inhaler do? Inhaler, okay, make this again wider. Inhaler go to this place and bring it to this level. Understood? But it is temporary. It cannot permanently bring it to that level. Again, another attack will be made. Okay? Again, another attack will be made. Again, we have to take the inhaler. Until, okay, inhalers are giving a short-term relief. In some people use it for a long term as a solution when the attack of the asthma is severe. Are you clear regarding asthma? So the individuals who are having asthma, okay, should avoid this dust, pollen, sawdust, fur, smoke-like components. But in our country, you can avoid pollen, sawdust, fur, smoke. But how can you avoid dust? You have to wear a mask while you are going in the road. You have to wear a mask while you are going in the road. Okay, not because of COVID-19. Okay, not because of COVID-19. Really, COVID-19 has brought a good behavior, wearing mask. If our people follow this procedure, even after COVID-19 is solved, it is better. Okay. Next it is bronchitis or bronchiolar inflammation. Okay, bronchitis is also almost same like asthma. Understood? Bronchitis is something special. Bronchitis is something special. The passage is becoming narrow. But what makes it narrow? One thing, the mucus makes it narrow. The thickening of wall also make it narrow. So can't we call it by the word asthma? No, because asthma is caused by genetics. Bronchitis is caused by a viral or bacterial infection. Okay, you can solve from bronchitis. You can take medicine and get out of bronchitis. Sometimes, okay, you know that we have a larynx. Okay, we have a larynx. In the larynx of human, there is vocal cord of human. Okay, this vocal cord vibration produces sound. Okay, we are able to speak me. In every word we speak, these vocal cords are vibrating. Okay, so if the infection goes up to vocal cords, a person's voice will be affected. So during bronchitis, a person's voice can be affected if the infection goes up to the vocal cords. Are you clear? Are you clear? Good. And the next disease is tuberculosis. Shortly, we call him by the word TB. TB is one of the dangerous disease in the past, but nowadays it has permanent cure. Tuberculosis is caused by a bacteria. It is damaging the lungs. Okay, our alveolar walls are damaged because of that one. When that person cough, blood pieces will come out. When he spit, in the spit, you can observe spots of blood. That means they are the broken blood vessels there. They will have weight loss, they will have tiredness, they will have loss of appetite, they will get fever. All these ones are there. I don't know why in our syllabus these people are teaching this much of tuberculosis details, okay, like an MBBS doctor. But I have no choice, my children. I have to explain you this. Okay. If these components are not there, our unit 6 also will be a smaller syllabus, relatively. Okay. Actually, these disease areas are catching a bigger portion unnecessarily. Okay. And in the, okay, smoking, it is also one of the things that affects our lungs. Okay. Our lungs, our body is affected by cigarette smoke. Okay. Smoking causes lung cancer. Smoking can cause bronchitis and certain other diseases. It may also kill a person, make it, okay, it can lead to the death. In the cigarette smoke, carbon monoxide gas is there. Okay, carbon monoxide is a very toxic gas. Okay, carbon monoxide poisoning. If a person is poisoned by carbon monoxide, his body will be, this is a person who have died of carbon monoxide poisoning. You can see his body is turning to a dark pink color. That is due to carbon monoxide poisoning. It was one of the major tools used by Hitler to kill the Jewish women, small children, or elderly like individuals. He used to kill them. Such a poisonous chemical we are inhaling into the lungs with cigarette smoke. Okay, so here there's a small mistake. The blood word should come into this. So continuous inhalation of carbon monoxide can lead to that kind of an issue also. Okay, it's going into our blood, binding to hemoglobin. You know hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the oxygen carrier. When carbon monoxide binds to hemoglobin, hemoglobin loses the quality of carrying oxygen. And thereafter, oxygen carrying is affected. Okay, in the person's body, oxygen is not properly carried. Are you clear? Are you clear regarding the second and third point? There's no, the point order is, but okay. Another thing it is nicotine. Cigarette smoke has a chemical called nicotine. Nicotine increases your heart rate temporarily. So it will increase your pressure also. The blood pressure is also, what's it? Increased. Because heart rate is increasing, our blood pressure is also increased. Okay? Because heart rate is increasing, is a temporary increase. Temporary increase for a person who is smoking once upon a time. If he is continuously smoking, continuously increase now. Okay? Inside the respiratory tract, there will be tiny, tiny hair-like things called cilia. Those cilia are the one helping, helping to filter dust particles, bacteria-like microorganisms going into the lungs. Okay, when nicotine contacts with the respiratory tract, all these cilia drops down. When the cilia drops down, any dust can go into the lungs. Any bacteria can go into the lungs. So lungs are highly damaged. You see how much it is damaged. Okay, here lungs of a smoker. Lungs of a smoker. See the difference between the lungs of a healthy person and the lungs of a smoker. Can you feel the difference? Hope you can understand which is going to be the healthy person's lung and which is going to be the smoker's lung. They are original lungs. They are original lungs. Chain smokers, black lungs. Understood? See the difference. A normal lung and a smoker's lung. So lungs are getting highly damaged. All the dust, all the microorganisms go in. Further, in the bronchioles, there are epithelial cells. When cigarette smoke contact with them, some cells are becoming abnormal cells. Abnormal cells are developing to cancer cells. And remember, this is not only for the smokers, okay, that means direct smokers, even for passive smokers. Generally, women, in our country, generally women don't smoke. That doesn't mean all the women are not smoking. There are women who are smoking. But generally, women don't smoke. But they are also getting all these problems because husband is smoking. When he releases the smoke, when these people inhale, okay, that's why in our country, now if we go earlier, nowadays it is not there, okay, nowadays it is not there. Now in Akurana, Kandy or any place, in the hotels, people were smoking. In the hotels, people were smoking. A man, now I'm an unsmoker. I go to the hotel for a cup of tea. So I have to stay among the cigarette smoke. I have to inhale the cigarette smoke because someone is smoking. I have to face the consequences. The government banned it. Most of the shops, most of the hotels, they don't sell cigarette, but still some people sell cigarette. Okay, we'll meet day after tomorrow. Bye.